what is your divine masculine thinking of right now? Do you want to know? So, my friends, this is a common question people have, that many feminines who have awakened to this journey have started healing or finding information about twin flames. And they believe that if my masculine gets to know, then it'll be an icing on top, and we're gonna be like, he's gonna come right away, and we're gonna be in union and have the best time of our lives. And what happens is the opposite of that. So why does this happen? And if you have this question going on in your mind, what is he thinking? What is he thinking? What does he think of me? So I have answers to all of this. Keep watching. So the thing is that we have developed these skills of wanting to know what the other person is thinking from actually a place of insecurity. And this might have happened or started happening in your childhood, even before you were much aware of yourself. And this is more or less like a survival technique, or a way to know, okay, I need to know what my parents are thinking, or in what mood is my mom, so in order to feel safe in the house. I need to know what my brother is thinking in order to feel safe. I need to know what my friends think of me in order to feel accepted or validated in a group. So there is a constant need or desire to want to know what others think about you, or what the society holds an idea about you. There is a constant want to know that, because of this deep layers of insecurity within you. This insecurity has been popping up maybe in this lifetime or even before that, but rest assured that this can be cured, and you can come out of this kind of a loop. If you're wondering what your twin flame is thinking, it's not only fruitless. Even if you get to know what they're thinking, it's not going to bring you anything. You can't form a strategy from your mental space in order to come into union. Your twin flame is probably thinking about you, and even if he does, the solution is not in the thinking. The solution does not come from the mind. The solution comes from feeling your feelings, from the heart, from clearing your energies, from actually healing from the place of peace. That's where the solution actually arrives. If you're trying to form strategies and make ideas or form ideas or put ideas about you into their mind, then all is going to do is backfire, because your twin flames know your strategy. If I have seen a lot of people, what they start doing is put on these Instagram pictures, or particularly change their profile pictures again and again in order to show their twin flame that they are happy. And they do that because they know that their twin flame is attracted to their happy vibes. But that's not the solution, my friend. You have to go deep within and uproot places where you are unhappy. There are places that you don't want to see. There are places that you have discarded or left undone. You have left them probably in your childhood, or places where you have been discarded in your past relationships, where you had not been treated properly. So a lot of times we are even numb to how we were treated. Believe me, this is such a big gap. Like, I have experienced this even within my journey, as well as in many journeys who have come across, where people have not been treated well and they are not even aware of it. Even if their past partner is almost absent, they are not even considering that as an issue, because they feel that even if their past partner has been good enough to maybe bring them flowers once a year, remember their birthdays, that's just good enough for me. Probably you are used to breadcrumbs. And my friends, if you're walking on the path of twin flame journey, You're not going to attract your twin flame from this vibration of accepting breadcrumbs. So, even if you have had this from the beginning, that doesn't mean that it cannot be changed. There are parts of you that are hungry for love. And if you're not looking at them, if you're not serving love to your heart, then you're going to feel deprived. You're going to feel desperate. And that desperation is not going to go by running after your twin flame or getting to know what they're thinking about you. Even if you come to this point that if I can hear his voice just once, maybe I can just give them a phone call. If they can just meet me once, I will be okay. No, my friends, that's not going to make you okay. What's going to make you okay is actually sitting down, feeling your feelings, being there for yourself, filling your cup, doing the mirror exercise, healing yourself. So, how do you heal yourself? Is basically starting to get to know yourself, get to know where have you in the past relationships been treated not so well. Make a list. It's time to go through that and start seeing not just your romantic relationships, start seeing even your mother, father, your relationship with your mother and father, relationship with your brothers and sisters, relationship with your friendships, all these relationships. How have you been treated? Have you even seen that you have not been loved as much as you desire to be loved? You have not been loved as much as you deserve to be loved? And all of these places where you haven't been loved, it's time for you to sit there and fill your cup, fill those gaps in, and tell yourself that I am there, I'm going to love you. And use the mirror exercise to do that process. If you're not aware how to do the mirror exercise, I will highly recommend you to connect with me, and I can guarantee you, teach you properly how to feel your feelings and do the inner work. Because if you don't have that vibration, it gets very hard to build it yourself. It's not something that comes very easily, but through a coach who has been practicing, I can ignite a spark in your heart so that you can start to do that for yourself as well. That is why coaching is very, very necessary. What you can do is head to my website, and I have published how to get started. You just have to click on get started on my website, and you will get all the information on how to get started and start doing your healing work. Because if you're avoiding these places in the past where you feel like, okay, past is past, I have let go of my past lovers and I have nothing to do with them, I have forgiven everyone. You know, people talk about this prayer, Ho'oponopono and all of that. That's fine, but sometimes it can be used as avoidance, unfortunately. Why? Because they talk about forgiving the other person. But even if you forgive, that doesn't excuse you from doing your bit of work, your bit of inner work. I know you are in a hurry to come into union, but even if you come into union, these blocks must be healed. And your twin flame magnifies every block. They magnify all the feelings in you. If there's only love and peace, they will magnify that, and that's going to be wonderful. But if you haven't done your work on your past lovers and you've left yourself scanty, then that scantiness, that emptiness will get magnified. If you're not in touch with your twin flame, if your twin flame is absent from your life, it is because you have been absent in these places where you haven't been loved. So it is time to now dedicate your time and space and sit with yourself. Make time with yourself and start healing, doing your mirror exercises. It's not just meditation is not enough, my friends. It's not going to cut it. I'm telling you, it's not going to cut it. No matter how many Vipassana rounds you go, no matter how many breath works you do, it's not going to cut it. What's going to cut is actually changing your belief systems. And to change your belief systems, you need to know what new system that you need to set your mind into. And that's all being guided clearly in Twin Flame Ascension School classes that have been taught by Jeff and Shalia. And that's where I've learned everything and gained everything. So I can guide you here and I can show you the steps one by one. It is very easy. You don't have to fret and sweat. Everything is done for you, but you have to take the first step. So take the first step, see the links in the description and get in touch with me, and I can take you further and how to deal and heal your past relationships so that you can make way for your union. Alright, my friends, keep watching, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next videos. Take care. Bye bye.